typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, the visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in a thousand thoughts. Things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day.
Miami has a dolphin, the greatest football team.
But if I link my G's, it goes away down Honey Lane. I gallon van with darling, baby, jet.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tag! Cougar 19! Ready?
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go, Jack. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
First down, Broncos.
Up the middle is Harvey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
2nd and 11 now. This quick pass complete to Sutton. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
On the jump. Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, come on. Buffalo 86, Cowboy 80. Go.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. LHN on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Get it. 68.
Again, it's Achane. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Hurt. Steady.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. That's Norton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Go check. Hey.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8.
7 Pirates. 7. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. to throw again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Lutz is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That would surely pay off.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
19, Buffalo 18. Cub 19, Cub 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Warriors 70, let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Norton. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Back to throw here. it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Setting up a screen for Harvey. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll look to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
2nd and 6. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Some hitting going on now. this has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there in the return. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
35-yard line.
Seven Pirates, Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7.
Mustang, 19, Tiger, 19 Lion. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Come on. 79 Broncos. 19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got room at the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Let's go!
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Broncos 18. Dolphins 13.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
7's Irish, 7's Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
He'll drop to throw. Swingless out wide. Here's Ochan. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go, Scott. 19, Mustang 19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
18, Rattler. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Okay, ready?
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go Street. Buffalo 18.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Norton. And he goes out right around the 39.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
19 Lions. Cup 19! Cup 19!
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Norton.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Cougar 19! Warriors 70! 18, Pioneer! 19 tight, 19 tight! Ready?
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are in the field?
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready to run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man, complete. It's Norton. They'll come up. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Are lining up for a
Bronco
two-point
80.
conversion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And now it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
Goes 18.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain and pick up a 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go over.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.